So let's have a look at this last one, decision making with perfect information. So perfect information just means that imagine that you actually knew which state of nature was going to occur. So we have this decision alternative, D1 or D2. So in each state, I've already selected D1 as the optimal strategy because 250 versus 100. And state 2, it's either one because regardless, you get the same amount of profit or revenue or whatever these numbers are representing. In S3, it's going to be D3, D2 because 75 is greater than 25. So what's the expected value for the decision strategy in Part A? So the decision strategy is basically we're looking at each of the best case scenarios in each state and then multiplying by the probabilities. So if we use Excel, we can do that formula quickly. So let me add a new sheet. Let's call it expected value. And then we have the three amounts. So we had the 250 in decision state 1, the 100 in decision state 2, and then 75 in 3. So the expected value, let me just put that right here, is I believe 0.65 was the probability for state 1. And then what's the probability for state 2? So this is where I'm forgetful. So 15 and 20 for the remaining 2. So plus 0.15 times the second one, 100, plus 0.2 times the decision times the third state. So that gives us our answer, 192.5. So let's pop that in there, 192.5. And then it says, using the expected value approach, what's the recommended decision without perfect information? So we're going to maintain the probabilities and then look at each of these states. So let's again look at that. So D1 and D2, and we have 250, 100, 25, and then we had, I remember it's 175, but I can't remember the first one. I think 150, to be honest. So then we have the expected value of each one of these. We're just going to multiply by the probabilities using the same formula. So the expected here for decision 1 is 0.65 times the 250 plus 0.15 times the 100 plus the 0.2 times the third 125. And that gives us the expected value, and we can drag that down. So we have 182.5 and 127.5. Oh, nope, I was wrong. So the computation's slightly off because it wasn't 150, it was 100 here. So let's watch those change. So 182.5 and 95. It should be D1, and here it's 182.5. So notice the, whoops, I opened the source. The decision strategy, if we have perfect information, is always going to give us a better expected value. So what's the expected value of perfect information? Well, let's see if we got these right first. Okay, yeah, so we got both those right. So what's the expected value of perfect information? I believe it's the difference between B and C, so I think that should just be 10. And sure enough it is. So that's how you do number 5, decision making with probability and perfect information. So hope that helps.